everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we'll get a chance to see the two quarterbacks who went head-to-head back at Super Bowl 45. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Ben Roethlisberger. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now to throw. He completes it to Jordy Nelson.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want, yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now. This is Lacy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll make it third down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers. Charles, what did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed a tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, well, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
10 yards still left on second down. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they've got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down carry by Bell. A gain of 3, second down. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hit.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21. Yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll looks for Janis, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They run again with Michael. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
Here's a direct snap to Bell. Well, now they'll try the end around. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now a wildcat look. It's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
Jordy Nelson all by himself. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now another shot here at the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside. Continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Key 26, key 26. 6
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Ben on third and long. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the Combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. after the interception. Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They get 31 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
10 yards to go on third. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It completes it middle of the field to Janis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Finding time. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ladarius Green, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And
he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game. And we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Rodgers, Packers, going up against Roethlisberger, Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, That's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the wideout in motion, and they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, Lacy. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Lacy. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Rodgers will handle Lacy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Adams, the man in motion right. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now a 10th carry here for Lacy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20.
Two. Watch twins.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Robert Golden, the one who got him down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Again, it's Lacy. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And this is going to be incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And it's 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, it's Bell. And some room to maneuver. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 29 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Rodgers. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. In motion left is Rodgers. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Goes underneath for Bell. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Play clock winding down. Roethlisberger will throw. And able to find Green. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye.
We got 30. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 2. Black bar. Easy.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Think about turning it upfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Shift together here from the D-line. Defense showing blitz. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
One back is Lacy. Rodgers now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Shreds the tackle. And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And for Clinton-Dix, he had 80 of those tackles this past season, 5 interceptions. Got him to a Pro Bowl in his hometown of Orlando.
How about that? That's got to be an incredible thrill for Clinton-Dix to be able to come back to his hometown. He played at Dr. Phillips High in Orlando before going off to the University of Alabama and playing the Pro Bowl in front of all of his friends and family. And he's going to be a huge building block for Green Bay in 2017. Him at the safety position, not to get better at the corners, but of course Clay Matthews is still there too, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat for Layson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers now on first down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Rodgers surveying the field. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The pistol. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger stays on his feet and able to find Green. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And we that sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second? And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
He's going to sling this deep. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's got time. And caught right side, Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. A screen to Bell. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 1-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 42 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards.